Hey everyone, hopefully you're having a good day. My name's Andy, my channel's Finding Value. And if you're looking for undervalued investment opportunities, click subscribe, join the channel. Let's ride this commodity bull market up together. Today I'm going to go over uranium. It's a technical analysis update. And let's see what the charts are telling us. We're going to dive right in. So here's URNM. As you can see, we've got a very large down day. Basically going right at that lower channel resistance line, or support line, I should say, support line. Resistance line if you're going down, because it looks like it wants to head lower. So let's see what tomorrow brings us. I think we're going to break to the downside and break out of this thing. The overall commodity sector, overall looks like it's pulling back. I'm going to lump in uranium in there. So I'm looking for a downside break right here through this lower support line. Camco is already breaking out a little bit. It's still, there could be a stick save here if the buyers come in and drive it higher tomorrow. But I'm looking for a downside break. Nextgen Energy, very much the same manner. We've got a bearish engulfing. I'm looking for a downside break. Fission still inside of its pattern. Doesn't look too bad with this big hammer pattern, but some of these patterns could be made depending on money movement. Money moving around when these big fund managers are moving money around. But we've got to pull back. It doesn't look too bad. Denison Mines looks like it's pulling back, wants to head lower. UU, it broke out of its pattern. It looks like we're heading lower, and this is the projected move all the way down to almost $4, maybe. If we head lower here. UEC is still moving lower. This is the projected move down to maybe 210, something like that, to the 200-day moving average roughly. Uranium Royalty Corp, we're still holding pretty good here. We've got these nice big up-day moves, and we've got the smaller down days, so that doesn't look as bad as some of these other ones. Fission 3.0, the rare move up in the sector, but the overall sector is looking like it's selling off, so I don't know if I'd be chasing anything in the sector. Alaska, nice. This is some volatility. The projected move was about where it hit, so we could kind of come chopping back and forth here for a little bit, but the projected move is hit. Sky Harbor, the projected move is hit here too, and I think we're going to chop back and forth for a little bit. Work off some of the momentum work off the downward momentum here, move sideways for a little bit, and probably head higher afterwards. It's going to take some time. Pure Point is still holding on to its trend line, so that's looking pretty good. Baseload of all of them looks the best in my opinion, and even if this comes down a little bit, we've broken the downtrend. It's already had this pullback. We've broken out, we've back tested, and this one I think looks the best of the group. It's trying to put in a new uptrend. If it breaks this line right here, right about where it's at, we're in a new uptrend. So you break the uptrend, you create a higher low. So this is the low, higher low, and then we break it and make a higher high. Therefore, you're in a new uptrend. Standard Uranium, it did this false breakout to the downside, and then we broke to the upside. Remember, we could always backtest, retest, and then maybe we head higher. Hopefully they have some good drill results for Standard Uranium. Deep Yellow, we're still hanging on here. This one looks pretty good compared to a lot of the Canadian and American companies. Nice, good support line here. And we came back, and we're basically moving sideways to higher is what I'm looking for. Bannerman, we do have a big bearish engulfing here. We could head a little bit lower over the next couple of days. Maybe we touch this line down here. We'll see what tomorrow brings us. Global Atomic getting dominated. Looks like the sellers are still around. I would wait for a large pullback here, or we could get one. Let's see what the buyers and sellers interact with each other tomorrow and see if we have more selling pressure. But I would not be chasing this right here. Forceless Metals looked like it was doing a strong move here. but the sellers are still out there. The volume, though, is pretty low. Curious to see what happens here. I like Forceless Metals. We broke its trend line. Usually it takes some time to consolidate. Maybe we come back and touch the 200 even. If we do, I'd be a definite buyer down there. Forum Energy Metals. Man, this thing is just moving sideways. Kind of indecisive right now. And then we've got Asian Court. Big down day today. We're still in this channel, I should say pattern, not really a channel. This flag pattern, we'll see which way it breaks. So that's what I've got for today on most of the companies that I was looking at. I say overall the sector's coming under pressure. I saw copper was coming under pressure. Energy's coming under pressure. The 10-year yield was going down, which maybe the market's sniffing something out that is going to go to the downside. The dollar was up. All these are short-term headwinds for commodities, and that's why we're seeing these pullbacks. The whole commodity sector is pulling back in terms of copper, silver, energy, in terms of natural gas, oil, and uranium. So at least the companies are. If you guys like this content, give me a thumbs up. Thanks for listening. This is Finding Value.